Hello and welcome to Facebook and YouTube of Let's Talk Sport with Jamie Davies and Joe Stanley. And Liverpool are heading to Crystal Palace after their 4-0 win against West Ham United. The Hammers got hammered that day, that's for sure. The worst pun you'll ever hear today, I'm sure, when you go through social media or on YouTube, but it had to be put out there, didn't it? Joe Stanley, Liverpool. Well, it's not exactly a place you can call home for Liverpool, is it? Selhurst Park. It is the venue that is known for when Liverpool were 3-0 up with about quarter of an hour, 20 minutes to go. They were about to be a step closer to that Premier League title. And what happened? Dwight Gale scoring with just a few minutes to spare to make it 3 goals apiece. And what happened, Joe? Later on, Manchester City went on to win the Premier League title. It wasn't great for me as a United fan. Either way, it's like picking your ex-girlfriend's next boyfriend or something. You don't really want to pick because either way, it was going to be bad news as a Red. But for you as a Red, Joe, it was a bad day. But Crystal Palace, they're a bit of a bogey team for Liverpool. If you look at the last few years, how do you think they'll approach this game? Because Liverpool are playing their best at the moment and probably for the first time in a very long time where they are looking to be the Premier League candidates for the title.
First of all, the whole capitulation thing, that was 4 years ago, retire it.
It still happened.
And second of all, yeah...
History is history, Joe.
We've got plenty of it. But yeah, it's one of those...
Yeah, it's been a while since you've had that though, hasn't it? League Cup 2012, FA Cup 2006. It's not many since then, is there?
It is what it is. Let's move on.
Yeah, exactly. Like I say, history is history.
Palace has been a difficult side in general for years, but last season Liverpool got a 1-0 victory and a 2-1 victory away at Selhurst Park last season. The season before we got the 4-2 victory at Selhurst Park, but fell 2-1 defeat at Anfield. So they have been a difficult side, but I think Liverpool, obviously, like you said, we hammered West Ham in the opening day of the season. Fantastic performance, dominated from start to finish. So yeah, fantastic. Hoping that we progress that into the next game. The only thing is that Palace had a 2-0 win against Fulham on the opening weekend, so you've got that concern there. Selhurst Park, always a difficult ground to go to, no matter what team you are. And obviously, I think we've just got to continue what we did last week against West Ham and bring it into this game against Palace, and hopefully the result goes our way.
Of course, Crystal Palace, as you mentioned, with that scoreline against Fulham, a good result. Roy Hodgson's changed that club, hasn't he? It was 12 months ago where Crystal Palace couldn't score and couldn't get a win yet whatsoever in the first 2 months of last season. And then obviously Roy Hodgson came in, and in time he's changed it. He's proven to be a good club manager again. He did it for Fulham a few years back, getting them to the Europa League final. But let's not forget he was also a Liverpool manager and failed, just like most Liverpool managers do. Jurgen Klopp could be another one of them. He hasn't won anything yet. He's up against Roy Hodgson this weekend. Do you think Roy Hodgson will say a few words to him about, watch out about that board member there, he'll sack you. He sacked me.
Well, Roy Hodgson wasn't in the job for long, so... And
he only had half a season, didn't he, I remember?
Yeah, he was in there for about 6 months in.
It's not long.
It was a die. He tried to play a defensive game, and that's not Liverpool, is it? Let's be honest, that's Man United.
Won trophies out of it, I guess.
But hey, it was interesting because like last season they had all this hype about De Boer coming in, and I said straight away...
Didn't give him enough time though,
I said straight away it's not going to work because the type of football he plays out for the back. He hasn't got the players to play the type of football that he played, so it was always just going to fall apart.
I always felt like they didn't give him enough time though. Was it 5 matches he had?
4 or 5 matches.
Yeah, and I think it's probably because they couldn't even score. That's what got him sacked, not just the defeats, but...
Yeah, and then obviously when Roy Hodgson come in, they struggled to score and they set that record for the most, games without a win or something since the start of the Premier League season. But then obviously something seemed to click into place, and then Roy Hodgson's developed a team that finished mid-table, I think, last season, if memory serves me correctly.
Something like that, I'm not sure.
And this season he's got them playing a different system. So I think Palace won't be an easy team. Roy Hodgson knows how to set up his sides and how to keep them organised. I think they'll play with a deep, play deep and then try and stop Liverpool. Front three, or Fab Four as we're calling it now, because you put Navigator in there, from unlocking that and getting through that defence. I think it's going to be interesting. Liverpool should just keep with their usual gameplay and attack. It worked last week, worked last time. It works normally. We've got Keita who can try and get through that low block defence. So it's going to be interesting. I think Roy Hodgson will do what he does best, which is keep his teams defensively. But I think Liverpool, if we attack enough, we've got their players, we've got the likes of Salah, Firmino, Mane, like I've mentioned, Keita. Milner played well last week as well. He's the box-to-box midfielder. even though he's 32, he's aging like a fine wine. He's getting better with age.
Not like a bottle of Ribena.
Well,
he loves his Ribena.
Fairly strong guy, I understand.
yes, very strong.
So we've got the players to get through that Palace side, and I think we've got enough to get the results out of this part.
Quickly mention as well, Wilfried Zaha. I think he's finding himself again in football. He's been playing very well for Palace, and that's where he came from. That's where it all started for him before that terrible move to United, which didn't last long. Fergie's last signing, and didn't work out with Moyes. But straight away, that's one player to keep an eye on. And let's not forget Benteke as well. He's up against the old club as well.
Benteke is a problem with the height and strength, obviously. But he's been off the boil the last couple of years. But
straight away, Van Dijk up against Benteke. That would be tough for the Belgian striker.
Oh yeah, Big Virgil. I reckon Big Virgil will handle him. He's obviously a unit.
Yeah, well,
he knows what to do. He organises defence. You look at that. Since he signed for Liverpool Football Club, our defence has been better.
No, it has. In all fairness,
you got to go there. And I think previous years we've had our defence struggling against players of Benteke's ilk. The strength, the height, the muscle, and obviously we've got Van Dijk who's strong. We had Gomez that played last week against West Ham, the young lad. He's learning his trade. He's been struggled with a few injuries, but he's had a good pre-season and he was fantastic last week. And Arnautovic tried to bully him, and he wasn't having any of it. Him and Virgil van Dijk solid together, so that's fantastic. We keep that partnership going for the next couple of seasons.
I presume you'll be expecting them to be the same against Palace then.
Yeah, Davies and Joe out injured with the stomach.
Oh, what a shame! Gracious, he was what was it? He said
the world's best centre back.
The world's best centre back because of how fighting. Did he win any trophies from the World Cup and the Champions League? No. Rubbish. But yeah, I'm glad he's got to go. Lofred's got to go. He's rubbish. Sorry, that's not unprofessional of me. It's just average. Van Dijk is a great defender, don't get me wrong. Anyway, we're going off topic a little bit here. But I guess to wrap it all up, what is your prediction? Because I think if Liverpool really want to go for this title, they've got to win these matches, because this is where the past can get to them. For one or two of those players that win that squad a few years ago, not many of them left. Sturridge, of course, he scored the other day, so he could be in the squad. How do you do it? I can't even do a floss.
I can't do the floss. I could just do the Sturridge years of perfection.
That's a shame. I could do this. I could just rotate the cap like that. But you can't wear caps on the pitch. So I can't celebrate. Unless I'm a keeper, but I'll go a bit cool and wear it like that. Street style. I feel like I'm Eminem or something like that now, or if anything, Leighton Hewitt, the tennis player who's known for wearing it like this. But going back to the game, Liverpool, they've got to be the favourites surely because of how they played against West Ham.
Yeah, we'll be favourites because of obviously how we played in Palace struggling in previous years. But it's never an easy trip going to Selhurst. As you said, Zaha's going to be a trouble in play. He troubles many aside, and obviously his pace isn't trickery. But I do think we've got enough in our side. We spent all that money in the summer. We've actually got the squad. It's early on in the season. Funny enough, we played them second game of last season and won 1-0 at Anfield.
All right.
So that's going to be interesting.
It's not there this time.
No, it's at Selhurst. I think we'll have enough in the tank. I think we'll nick it 2-1.
2-1. So Joe reckons it's going to be 2-1 to Liverpool at Selhurst Park. But what do you think, Liverpool fans or Crystal Palace fans? What is your prediction for the game on the weekend? My thanks to Joe here, and my thanks to you for watching back at home. Remember to stay tuned on Let's Talk Sport on YouTube and Facebook for more of our Premier League previews. See you later.